If I was going to make it to the Rose Bowl, it's going to be because of this longtime Hawkeye mantra, next man in. Iowa 8-0 for the first time in school history. But as I wrote on Hawkeye Nation today, at what cost victory? That was a very physical football game against the Spartans. Michigan State had to win out. They still had a shot to go to Pasadena. The last 4 Iowa opponents in conference play, each of them felt they could go to Pasadena at worst, if not a BCS game. Each of them believed that. Iowa derailed a lot of those dreams, although Penn State could come back and make it to the BCS. But Wisconsin won't now, Michigan won't now, Michigan State won't now. But they paid a big-time physical price on Saturday night. Dace Richardson, he is out until Iowa's bowl game with a broken bone in a lower leg, maybe even longer than that. Colin Sandeman and Brett Greenwood with concussions, not certain of their status for Iowa's game Saturday against Indiana. Brandon Wager hurt his ribs against Michigan State. He is likely able to go. And Adam Robinson, I don't think the news is going to be good on the Robinson front. I think Iowa is concerned that he may be out for a few weeks, may have a midweek evaluation to see if his injured ankle will require surgery. What's that mean for Iowa? Well, this has already been a season that has been defined by overcoming adversity. This has been a very resilient football team, a lot like that 2004 Iowa team that won a Big Ten championship that was down to its 5th string running back. They're going to have to fight uphill. The next 2 games against Indiana and Northwestern, games that Iowa fans, myself included, maybe put in the win tank and the win column earlier this year, they become a lot more challenging. Indiana's fighting for their bowl life, so will Northwestern the next week when they come to Kinnick Stadium, and they've certainly had Iowa's number as of late, going back to last year's game where they beat Iowa when Iowa turned the ball over 5 times. Brandon Wager and Paki O'Meara at running back. Does Iowa consider pulling the red shirt off of Brad Rogers? I don't know that, but this is a year about winning and winning now. You are at a place where you've never been in school history, and you have to take advantage of that. Iowa pulled the red shirt off of Mike Jones, an offensive lineman, back in his freshman year in Game 7 of the season. This will be Game 9 of the season. If the coaching staff feels Brad Rogers can help them win, I suspect that his red shirt will come off, but I have absolutely no idea if that's a consideration at this particular point in time. Will Iowa try to open things up more in the passing game? Maybe so. Who replaces Dace Richardson? Well, Riley Reif's been working out at guard, and that turns out to be pretty good that he's been working out at guard. Julian Vandervelde and Riley Reif, and also Adam Geddes, who started a couple games at guard earlier this year when Iowa needed him. They have the experience there on the offensive line, and that's a very, very good thing. So, if Iowa is going to get to Pasadena, and I felt after the Michigan State win, they had one foot in there. If they win these next 2 games, they have wiggle room. They almost can afford a loss at Ohio State. None of us wants to see that, but they could afford that because there's no way, no chance, no how they're losing at home to Minnesota at the end of the year with a Rose Bowl bid on the line. I just don't think that will happen. Win these next 2, and I think Iowa's going to Pasadena. But now, it won't be easy.